Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gladys. Today's video we are going to talk about something that is so dear to my heart, and I know you've been thinking or even wondering where to start. We're going to be talking about self-care and body care. This is your ultimate guide whether you're wondering where to start with your body care routine, self-care routine, and this is the video for you. With that being said, let's go ahead and start today's video. First is mind care and mental wellness. When it comes to self-care, we normally prioritize things to do with shower, body care, lotions, and all of those good stuffs. But one thing I would like to highlight, which is very important above everything else, is your mental and emotional wellness. Now, when it comes to this, you want to make sure at least you are journaling once in a while. Journaling is a form of self-care, just like reading is a form of self-care. If you don't like sharing too much about what's happening to you, journaling is a good way to start. It's so therapeutic. It's a form of self-care where you write down your thoughts, what's going on in your head, maybe things you'd like to express to another person, but you feel like let me just put that down on paper instead. That is a form of self-care. We also have like morning affirmations. It doesn't matter whether it's morning, evening. Affirmations are a form of self-care as well. They help you with your mental and emotional wellness, whether that could be speaking affirmations such as I love myself, I am enough, I am capable of doing this, I am worthy of love, I am worthy of affection, I am beautiful, I am enough, I am loved, my body is loved and cared for. These words, they may seem so they're just words, but they are not actually just words. I practice affirmations so much, almost every day, and I tell you, they make you feel so good, they make you feel so cared for. And self-care has to come mostly from you. It doesn't have to be like another person has to come and tell you, oh, you're beautiful, oh, you look good, oh, you're so worthy of this. These words should come from you first. Something else I would like to add on this is also listening to relaxing, slow music. Just funny enough, recently I just discovered that I love jazz music. I was not really leaning towards that side of music so much. Yes, I would love it when I go to cafes. They're usually playing jazz music, but when I started to play it in my house, I was feeling so calm. And now what I'm doing, whenever I take my showers and then I sit down, I listen to jazz music with my tea, I feel so good. My mind is just so cleansed. I feel like nothing is worrying me. Yes, life is happening, but at that particular moment, I feel like I'm the calmest. I feel so good. I feel like I'm having this slow life, which I'm loving so much. And if you have not tried listening to this kind of music, it doesn't have to be jazz. You can just check slow music, maybe go on YouTube or maybe Spotify and just type slow music, and they're gonna give you a bunch of recommendations, and just try it out. You'll see what works for you. It's really good for your mental and emotional wellness, and this is a form of self-care as well. Next, let's talk body care, which is a very interesting thing to talk about because I love body care so much. I am an advocate of people taking care of your body. Like, our bodies deserve so much love, and the best thing we can do is just giving it the best care possible. Now, when it comes to body care, we have things like our skin. This is where you want to introduce a routine, and a routine doesn't have to involve ridiculous amounts of 20 steps. Find what works for you. We all have different skin types. You have people with dry skin, oily skin, combination skin. Just find the products that work for you. Your skin needs love, protection. You need a moisturizer, you need a sunscreen, you need a good vitamin C serum for your skin. Now, that one will include you having a morning skincare routine and an evening skincare routine, which doesn't have to cost too much. When we move to body care, you want to make sure that you're taking a good shower, you are moisturizing your body with a good lotion. You want maybe to include a body oil. I recommend adding a body oil in your routine if you don't have one, because body oils are so good with giving your skin that extra glow. And also maybe adding a perfume. You can find your signature scent, or if you don't have a signature scent, that's okay. Just find a perfume because you want to smell good as well. Body mist are also a good recommendation because I understand sometimes the perfumes are a bit pricey, and this is where we lean towards a body mist. When they sell, take advantage of that and just get some of these things that you feel like, this is the scent I love, this is a scent I would love to wear on a daily basis, and stick to that. Still on a body care, there's just a lot to talk about when it comes to body care. We have our toes. Make sure at least you're scrubbing your toes as well. I don't recommend giving yourself care when it comes to your legs only when you go to do pedicures. Your legs are so important as well. Make sure also you are giving them the extra care they require in the bathroom. Now we're still on the body care. Remember also to always exfoliate your body. Exfoliating your body, this is just removing dead skin cells. You know, sometimes you're not glowing and then you're like, oh, what's happening? It's because you're not exfoliating your body. You don't have to do exfoliation every single day. I recommend doing it 1 to 2 times, where you have like a routine, maybe Wednesdays and Saturdays, where you have long showers, where you shave, you go in with a bar soap, shower gel, you shave your body, you exfoliate, you scrub your body, and just pamper yourself. These days are so important. Life is already too much. The best thing you can give yourself to soothe yourself, to give yourself just soft life kind of feeling in your own home, is to just take care of your body. Next thing you want to consider is a hair care. Hair care is where you find a good shampoo, conditioner, and a hair mask, and just have a routine of when you wash your hair. I have natural dreadlocks and I know exactly what works for my locks, where I have to wash them. Sometimes I've been trying to detox them. I saw a TikTok video and I felt so inspired to also be detoxing my dreadlocks, and maybe I will share a routine of how I maintain my hair as well, and just stick to that. Hair stinks. I don't know if you know this, but hair stinks. You might look good on the outside, but then when someone comes close to your hair, it stinks. And sometimes you may not be the one perceiving this, and another person next to you might be perceiving. This is why you need to be extra cautious on when you wash your hair. When last did you moisturize your hair? Is your hair taking care of your scalp, making sure you're oiling your scalp? You have a hairspray. At least these are just basic things that we need to keep in check. I understand sometimes we are busy, but please let's try not to neglect our hairs as well. It's very important. Next is physical care. This is where you want to remain active. This is where you want to hydrate your body, and this is where you also want to make sure that you're very conscious of what you are eating. And of course, we are not gonna be just focusing on eating healthy, yes, and hydration and walking, exercises, all of that. We are also human at the end of the day. Yes, you can include your desserts here and there, and the form of self-care here is making sure that the good or the healthy, I'll say, at least is a bit of 80% compared to you always with fast food, you always with desserts for dinner and all of those things. Here is where you want to make sure that you are getting at least adequate sleep, sleeping at least 7 to 8 hours every day. This is where you want to prioritize things like you're making sure you're drinking water. People struggle to drink water. This may sound crazy, but it's true. I used to struggle so much with drinking water, and you want to make it fun. If something feels like a chore for you, you want to make it fun. If you're struggling to drink water, get a cute bottle. You know, these things motivate you. It's just like getting cute outfits to go to the gym, and you feel motivated. You want to look cute and feel like that girl when you're even in the gym. Same applies to something like drinking water. Get yourself cute bottles of water and maybe put it beside your bed. When you wake up, first thing you're saying is water, and that reminds you, let me drink this water. Next is taking care of what you are eating. What you eat is very important, and it reflects even on the outside. Sometimes when your skin can really tell a person, like, this person looks dehydrated, this person looks like they don't eat right, or they don't really put in so much thought when it comes to eating. They just eat whatever that comes on their plate. You need to also check in on that. Now, when it comes to food, I'm not a nutritionist. I just know exactly what I need to eat. I just make sure to at least have a balanced diet on my plate every single day. I don't have any specific food I'm here to recommend to you, because I am not a nutritionist or anything like that. But at least make sure you're eating proteins, make sure you're drinking water, make sure you're eating vegetables, especially the ones that have a lot of water, like cucumbers, watermelons, like maybe mangoes. Make sure you have like things like avocados. Just know what works for you. Again, it's okay to indulge in some desserts here and there. For me, I'm not really a dessert kind of person, but whenever I am ovulating, I tend to snack. This is when I'll be eating things that on a normal day you will not find me eating. This is where I want a chocolate, but on a normal day you will hardly find me eating chocolate. This is where I'm like, oh, I miss Fanta, I want to drink Fanta, and it's just cravings, and I allow my body to indulge in that because my body craves that at that particular moment. Again, here it's all about balance. Just make sure you are really conscious about what you are eating, because it's also a form of self-care. Next is sleep care. For anyone who loves sleeping like I do, I'm not even ashamed to say that I love sleeping. I look forward, when I have had a long day, I look forward to just resting in bed and just sleeping. I feel so good. I wake up feeling so rejuvenated, so good and ready to conquer the day. Now, when it comes to sleep care, you want to make sure at least you're going to bed when you have taken a warm shower. You don't have to be extreme. For example, maybe you're tired, but you want to make sure that whenever you retire to bed, at least have a shower. It's a game changer. Sometimes you are so tired. Yes, I understand that, but let me tell you, whenever you are so tired, this is actually the best thing that you can give to yourself. Go and have a hot shower or a warm shower or a cold shower and just retire to bed. And also, a form of a sleep care that I can also add on this is that make sure you are changing your bed sheets on a regular. I don't understand why a person, an adult, will go 2 weeks without changing their bed sheets. I don't even understand it. I don't know how you can sleep on those 30 sheets. Yes, you may be showering and going to bed, but remember, you are sweating at night. It may not be like it's visible, oh, you sweat so much, but at the end of the day, we are human, we sweat. Okay, those pillowcases need to be changed. That's why sometimes you're like, I have 1 or 2 pimples on my face. Maybe it's because of your pillowcases. These things seem like they are too small, but it's actually the things that really matter. Change your bed sheets often. Look forward on a weekend, at least when you know you do your reset. Like for me, every single week I change my bed sheets. Whether it appears clean or not, I'm changing them. I'm putting on clean ones because I want to go to bed to clean bed sheets. I do not play. I do not joke around my bed. I am so intentional with everything that involves sleep, because this is where you're resting your mind, your body. You deserve so much better when it comes to where you lay your head down at night. Next thing, still on sleep care, is at least having clean and nice sleepwear. If that will require you to find a silk night dresses or cute shorts, or if you prefer not to sleep with any clothes that's upon you, just find what makes your sleep at least more interesting, something that you feel like, oh, I'm really feeling cared for, my sheets are clean, I'm having the best nights of sleep. And also, one thing that I don't want to miss on adding on this is that you want to make sure you're having adequate sleep. If this will require you going to bed maybe by 10, I understand sometimes, yes, we don't go to bed on the same time every single day. Sometimes you are like, you're gonna go to bed late since you're not waking up early. Maybe it's the next day you want to rest. There are those days which are totally acceptable, but you want to make sure that every single night you are getting at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. It's very important. Let nobody tell you that, oh, you're wasting time, how can you sleep for all those hours? Sleep, you need it. Sleep, and don't even feel guilty about it. Go ahead and rest and sleep. It's very important. That's why you're like, have you ever found people who look so young, and then when they tell you their age, you're like, what? You are 50 or you are 60, almost 60, you look so much young. And you're like, oh, may I sleep, I take care of myself, I do this and that. And you're like, you cannot imagine what self-care does. Self-care plays a huge role in everything that has to do around your life and around you as a person. So when it comes to sleep care, please take note of these things as well. Next is pampering and relaxation. I highly recommend you having self-care days, whether that is a spa days, whether that is you going on a pedicure and letting people treat you, like give you a massage, take care of your feet, give you a good manicure or pedicure. When it comes to pampering and relaxation, let's say maybe at home, you want to have those days where you are like, on Saturdays, this is where I have my long baths. This is where I exfoliate my body. This is where I light my candles. Like for me, I just can't stay without candles in my house. I love candles so much, especially on those days where I am having long baths. I always like to light my candle to set the mood, put on my favorite playlist, and just take my time in the bathroom. I finish, I will put on a face mask, I will scrub my lips. I'll just be into the moment of pampering and giving myself the best relaxation possible, because we don't have to wait for spa days. Sometimes there's no money even to go to these spas, but that does not mean that you cannot make it happen at the comfort of your house. Whether you are busy, whether you are not busy, whether there's so much going on in yourself, sometimes the best therapy you can give yourself is this pamper session in the comfort of your home. If you have never tried it, please go ahead and try, and I promise you will come back here and you will wish you really started doing this earlier on. But it's never too late. late. So if you have not started, go ahead and do it for yourself. Next is nail care and hand care. Before we even go to doing our nails and all of that stuff, there is one thing that I feel it's very important for every feminine woman to have in her bag. Okay, this one, a hand lotion. I just can't stand when I see a lady. It has happened to me before. I'm not gonna say like it has never happened. It has happened to me before, and that's why I really don't like it. And I always have a lotion in my bag. That is one of the most basic essential thing that you'll always find in my bag. You say sometimes when your hand are so dry here and this part, I don't know what to call this part, but you can see what I mean. This part, your hands are so dry, or your elbows, please get a hand lotion. It doesn't have to be expensive. There are even small ones that they sell in supermarkets. They are not big, but it's something very portable that can fit in almost all your bags. Make sure you have that. It's very important because your hands, please let your hands be always be moisturized. Don't let it happen to you that you lotion your body, but then when you look at your hands here, your elbows, it's so dry. It doesn't have a good look. And remember, your appearance really matters. And when we are talking now about nail care and hand care, you really need to put this into consideration. It's so important. Maybe your hands are always moisturized and glowy, but you never know, you could save another girl outside there just because you had a lotion on your bag. Now let's talk about nails. Nails are so important. You want to make sure that your nails are always trimmed, well groomed, they are not dirty, you file them. I even recommend having these kind of things in your house. Get a set somewhere where you have a file, you have a nail cutter, you have these basic things to cater for your nails. You don't have to always be the one relying on salons to give these things to you. Make sure you have them in your house, because sometimes, yes, you can budget and you're like, you can budget like next month I'm gonna go and get my nails done, and then life happens. Now you're like, is it groceries or is it my nails? And we know that nails are so expensive right now. Going to a salon every month, it's quite expensive right now. But that does not mean that your nails should not be catered for. That's why you need, like, if you need to get yourself a nail polish and you'll be doing these things for yourself at home, that is also self-care and nail care, which is very important. The worst thing is having scattered nails. They look so tacky, or the ones that you have polish on this finger, the other finger there is half polish, the other one there, it just looks messy. I don't even think someone will take you serious when you're like, even the basic things like your hands, you can't even take care of it. You rather not have polish on your hand, you rather have short nails than have tacky nails like that. Please take note of that. Still on nail care, you also want to make sure that you're washing your hands regularly, because we handle food. Some of us are moms, some of us are people, maybe we handle food, we handle babies. Literally, your hands needs to be clean all the time. Something else that I also recommend is having a hand sanitizer in your bag. Everywhere you go, it's important. It doesn't matter whether those places that you're gonna visit, they're gonna provide you with wipes. You never know. You always want to be prepared, because anything can happen. You know, you might be hungry and then you're like, there's no water, but at least you have your hand sanitizer in your bag. At least you had some tissue. This is where you need to take extra note of this if you want really to be that girl who's really up when it comes to her self-care game. And last but not the least is boosting confidence and emotional self-care. This is where you want to include positive body talk. Sometimes, sadly, and I think I should do a video on this. Let me know if you guys would want me to talk about this in the comments below, where sometimes you struggle with, you're not really proud of your body, or you feel like there are certain things you'd like to change in your body, and therefore you're struggling to give yourself this love or this kind of self-care rituals in your home, because you feel like your body does not look like that girl you saw on social media, or your neighbor, or the people who are actually coming out here portraying to have perfect bodies, when in fact they have gotten their bodies done. This is where your body needs the most love from you. Don't criticize your body. Your body is beautiful the way it is, with the stretch marks, with the cellulite. Your body is so deserving of love and care, especially from you. Do not criticize your body. And something else I can recommend on this is, when you have those days, just tell yourself that you are enough. Just tell yourself that your body is beautiful. Just tell yourself that your body has carried you through so much up to where you are. And with that, you'll find that you're rising above the negative self-talk, where now you're giving yourself the love and self-care that your body truly deserves. And that was it for today's video, guys. I hope this video was so helpful. Please give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and please let's keep this conversation going down on the comment section below. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.